welcome to 26, everybody. This is the episode where the eliminated contestants will finally get some input in this. So, all the eliminated contestants are gathered together, sitting in rows like the duck once said. Ugly ducklings? Nah. Some are relaxed, some are already arguing, some are about to start drama. Garfield, walking in unimpressed, says, "Alright, former disappointments. Time to be useful." Bro, Garfield is a menace. What do you mean? Walking in unimpressed, bro. Bro, Garfield is such a menace, bro. He out here calling them disappointments, all of them. For what? For what? Do you want me to make an edit out of you? Cause you're really trying right now. Anyway, you're gonna answer two things: who you want to win and who should be eliminated. Next, let's see how this is gonna go. Garfield saw his saying and try not to destroy the set. Yeah, Dark Laser, don't pull your weapons out and don't try to shoot somebody with your inventory. AKA your ship that you always ride in with your dog. Anyway, part 1, who you want to win, random order quick cuts. Let's see what we get. Oh, Pillow has a teddy bear now instead of a bed? I like that. Anyway, she says, "I want Jewel Sparkles to win because they're from the same show, but also because she's creative and doesn't give up, and because she's the only girl left." Dave has a controller for some reason. Dave likes to game? Question mark. Anyway, I'm rooting for Darnell. Yes, that's my boy. That's my boy. Any vote for Darnell, I'm against that in a good way. He's trying to step up, I respect that. Dark Laser has this thing. Grumpy Bear power recognizes power. And then Millie, Oswald, oh wait, then I guess Jewel. Bro didn't know that Oswald got eliminated. And she chose Jewel because she's pink like her, so. Pencil says Matt, obviously, he's like the best at everything. Yeah, this dude is a beast, bro. He literally, I'm good. He literally turned into a bull last time and saw all red and went berserk on everybody. And he won the challenge for trying to find the idol. Wait. Oh wait, I just now realized I forgot to add Shaggy into the thing. Oh, Shaggy, my bad. My fault. Anyway, Batman says Darnell, he has potential but must act decisively. Black Imposter says Grumpy Bear. What? Grumpy Bear voted you out. What? Short, quiet, no elaboration. White says same. I pick who Black picks with a smile. Hey, come get him. Why he got a smiley face? Come get him. He got something to say too. Red says I want Jewel Sparkles to win because she's the only girl, but also because she's strong even when she's alone. Princess P, Oswald deserves it, but I'll say Jewel. Knuckles says Matt's strength wins. Course you do. Rouge says Grumpy Bear, he's playing the best game. Rouge, he voted you out too. Well, what is going on? Batman got voted out by this dude, but you don't see him voting him off. I mean, you don't see him voting him for winning. He voted for Darnell. Batman actually smart. He voted for Darnell, not Grumpy Bear like you two just did. Silver has this thing. Darnell, he can still change things. Shaggy, I'm so sorry for forgetting about you. My fault. Maybe ChatGPT can add it. Sunshine Bear says Jewel, she needs kindness around her. You're not rooting for Grumpy Bear anymore? That's insane. We went from positive to against your boy. That's crazy. Darker Cow says Grumpy Bear, ruthless but effective. He voted you out too! Is Batman the only person who didn't vote for this guy? Orange Blossom says Jules Sparkles, she's trying her best. Foop says Grumpy Bear, chaos and suffering, and then he laughs. And then Garfield says, yeah, that tracks. Shaggy, I'm so sorry for not adding you. It just now slipped my mind. I'll be back. I'll just say that Shaggy went off to take some time to rest away from everyone for a minute because Matt did give him a hard time. So I'm just gonna say that Shaggy's by himself and he's just taking some time off. I don't know. I'll just say he needs a break from contestants for a while. Okay, I'm back. I'm just gonna say that Shaggy needed a break from contestants for a bit, and he's tired of suffering. And Oswald went with him because he's also tired of Grumpy Bear's crap. So I'm just gonna say that Shaggy and Oswald went to hang out with each other, and they're taking a break from contestants for a bit. Part 2, who should be eliminated next? Pillow votes for Grumpy Bear. Dave votes for Grumpy Bear. Dark Laser votes for Jewel. Millie votes for Matt. My bad. Pencil votes Jewel. Batman votes Grumpy Bear. There we go! There we go! Batman was the only person who voted for Grumpy Bear when he voted him all specifically. The other people that got voted out by him literally voted for him to win. Like, what? Batman the only person with common sense right now. Anyway, Black Imposter votes for Darnell. White votes for Darnell. Red votes Grumpy Bear. Princess P votes Grumpy Bear. Knuckles votes Jewel. Rouge votes Jewel. What? Rouge! Rouge, I thought you were with her! What in the world? Rouge, how could you betray your bestie like that? How could you betray your best friend like that? This girl really is slick. She really said, we're not friends, it was just temporary. Guys, she's pulling a Heather from Tall Drama Island with the Lindsay treatment. She gave Jewel the Lindsay treatment. Oh my god. And yet, Jewel still made it farther than her. Rouge literally gave Jewel the Lindsay treatment. That's crazy. Silver says Grumpy Bear. Sunshine Bear votes Grumpy Bear. Sunshine Bear votes for Grumpy Bear? Oh my god! He said, you know what? I'm tired of you being so mad every day. If you ain't gonna listen to my positivity, then I'll get rid of you. That's exactly what he said. Darker Cow votes for Jewel. Orange Blossom votes Grumpy Bear. Foop, not Grumpy Bear, anyone else. Foop, you can't rig the votes like that. You really are evil. Then Chaos interrupts. Pencil says, why are so many of you voted for Grumpy Bear? He literally carries the season. Sunshine Bear says he's mean. Knuckles says that's not a reason to lose. Red says yes it is. Rue says, please, this is a game, not a friendship circle. See? This girl got the Rose BFDIE treatment also when she said, this is a competition, not a picnic. That's exactly what Rouge is giving right now by this quote right here. Millie says, but it should matter. Dark Laser says sentiment is weakness. Arguments break out everywhere. Jules Sparkle supporters versus Grumpy Bear supporters. Matt's fans versus He's Too Dominant crowd. Darnell defenders versus He's Folding Under Pressure. Darnell steps... Dave steps in. My bad. Calm, older energy says, hey, everyone calm down. We could just talk this out. Everyone ignores him immediately. Pencil says, no, we can't because you're wrong. Knuckles says, strength decides, end of story. Princess P says, that's not fair. Foop says, fight, like the villain he is. White says, yay. Black Imposter sits quietly, arms crossed, staying out of it. Me too, but it gets worse. My bad. People are talking over each other, pointing fingers, and full of yelling. Dave trying again. Guys, please, this isn't helping. Everyone ignores him again. Then suddenly, Darky Cal stands up, being the hero that he is. Silence doesn't happen immediately, but his presence alone starts to quiet things. Darky Cal says deep and commanding, enough. The room slowly settles. Darky Cal says, you speak over one another yet hear nothing. He looks at them all. Dave attempted peace. You dismissed it. My God, I can't talk today. He slowly turns to Dave. Your effort was not weakness. Then back to the group stern. But this is. Silence now. Argue with purpose or not at all. Aftermath, everyone quiets down, even Pencil, even Food barely with a skull emoji. Garfield slow claps. Wow, someone finally has control issues worse than me. Pro Man says they all see it differently. Shadow says that's the game. Pro Man thinking then the ending really matters. Shadow glances at him saying yeah. And then the tension is set. The options are split. No clear good winner. So, Grumpy Bear's most feared, Matt's most dominant, Darnell most uncertain, and then Jules' most emotional underdog. Okay, so this is our final four. Now we know who everybody's rooting for to win and who they want eliminated next. And Shaggy and Oswald are just chilling somewhere. So, let me add. Let me add this real quick and then I'll end it. Okay, let me add these two real quick and then I'll end it after this. Because I forgot to add Shaggy and Oswald, so yeah. Anyway. Let me wait for this thing to load, and then when it loads up, I'll do it. I don't care if I spell they wrong. I'm just trying to get this done already. Because I forgot to add them. Anyway. Let me wait for this thing to load and yeah, after it loads I'll just get into it. If it'll hurry up. Okay, there we go. Okay, finally. Shaggy and Oswald joined the jury. So these two are officially friends now for what happened last time. These two are hanging out together because of what happened. And if y'all don't remember previously, Shaggy saw Oswald struggling and, long story short, he helped him with carrying the bag. So that's why they're here. Sitting next to each other, Shaggy's relaxed but thoughtful. Oswald is calm but a little disappointed, but also at peace. There is a noticeable difference between them and the rest. Less chaos, more understanding. Oswald, why does he got the Blue's Clues paw prints next to him? Anyway, he looks at the Final Four area for a moment. He says soft but honest, I want Darnell to win. And he votes for Darnell as a friend of mine. So I'll take it. Anyway. A few contestants react. He had the power to send me home and didn't enjoy it. That means something. He pauses, and I think he still has a choice to make. Shaggy leaning back slightly, arms back behind his head. See, these are the kind of characters that I like. He's leaning back slightly with his arms behind his head. I like poses like that. I genuinely like poses like that a lot. I really do. Something about it just makes me joyous for some reason. So Shaggy, you gained my respect back, and I'm sorry for hating on you. I was just mad at you for fat shaming Rouge and being sexist for a minute, but I'll forgive you for now. He says, like I'm going with Jewel Man. Nah, man, he gonna betray his own alliance. That's crazy. Anyway, Pencil says, of course you are. Shut up, Pencil. Shut up. At least Shaggy got an input. He's been chilling like that. And you racist, cause why you gonna say something to him, but not to Oswald? You're an object. You're not supposed to be racist like that. Shaggy shrugs, saying, hey, she's been on the bottom line the whole time and she's still here. He glances at Oswald, plus he kinda reminds me of us earlier. Oswald smiles a little. Oswald's vote to be eliminated, he says Grumpy Bear, obviously. No hesitation. Because of how he played. He controls too much of this game. If no one stops him now, they won't get another chance. Shaggy says like same, yeah. He sits forward now, more serious than usual. You know it's bad when Shaggy's mad. He gonna go Ultra Instincts and blow everybody up. Pencil, you don't know who you're messing with. You're messing with Super Saiyan over here. Pencil about to get snapped in 8 different angles. Grumpy Bear's good, but he's not good for anyone else's game. Reactions. Rouge says, oh please, that's exactly why he should stay. Knuckles says they're scared of him, that's all. Sunshine Bear says, or maybe they just don't like how he treats people. Foop says, boo, don't get rid of the fun one. Yeah, yeah, Grumpy Bear's actually spicing this game up a lot. If anything, I think Jules going home, cause she cooked. Shaggy leans towards Oswald slightly, like he should have played it, dude. Oswald gently says, I know, beat, but I trusted the moment. Shaggy says, yeah, he nods slowly. Next time, trust yourself too. Wise wisdom from Shaggy, cause he got Oswald smiling faintly. Okay, Shaggy! Okay, Shaggy, you got the riz going on? Okay! Okay! Okay, Shaggy! I respect. You know what? You know what? You gained my respect back for trying to riz Oswald up. And it actually worked, cause he got him smiling. I respect that, Shaggy. You gained my respect back. I'm sorry for dissing on you last time. I forgive you now. You good. You good. Pro Man sees their interaction. They bond, the understanding. They're not even mad. Shadow says they made their choices. Pro Man says I want to be like that. Shadow glances at him low, saying, then you will be. And then, what the eliminated contestants don't know is Shaggy actually has these Super Saiyan powers, causing him to go Ultra Instinct. So they don't know what Shaggy is actually capable of. So he could possibly get revenge on somebody if they judge him for any of his inputs. Crap. I might have spelled some things incorrectly, but I don't really care. Let me add this real quick. This might be the longest episode just because of this is one thing that I forgot about. So I'm just gonna get into it. Let me just hurry up and do this real quick. If it'll hurry up. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this is gonna be funny and we already know what's about to happen if Shaggy goes Super Saiyan. Okay, I told ChatGPT about Shaggy's Ultra Instinct because I witnessed it. Trust me, when I saw the FNF mod, I already knew. Um, anyway, um, let's see how this is gonna go. Back in the jury area, everyone is still arguing, debating, picking favorites. No one notices Shaggy is gone quiet, just like Black Imposter. The air around him feels different, not obvious, but still. Oswald glances at himself, saying, "You okay?" Shaggy normal tone saying, yeah, I'm good. But for a second, his eyes sharpened, completely focused. Also instinctive? Not glowing, not explosive, just faster awareness, sharper reactions, and total calm under pressure. A cup nearby starts to tip off the ledge, but before it falls, Shaggy casually reaches out and catches it without looking. No one notices except from across the area, Shadow's eyes narrow slightly. He quietly says to Pro Man he's holding back. Pro Man says, "What do you mean?" Oh, I don't want to say yes, but I want to say no. What do you mean? I haven't sung that song in a while. I'm sorry. Shadow says he's stronger than he lets on. Pro Man looks at Shaggy, confused and curious. Shaggy leans back to normal, acting normal. Shaggy leans back again, acting normal, blending in, thinking to himself, not worth it. This isn't that kind of fight. He's not looking for revenge, not to try to prove anything. He's choosing restraint, but there's tension. If someone were to push too far across a serious line or hurt someone he cares about, that calm would break, and then people would realize they completely underestimated him. Let it happen! Please. It would be so funny. Oswald watches him a little longer, saying, "There is more to you, isn't there?" Shaggy half smiles, says, like, maybe. Pro Man says so he could have done more. Shadow says he chose not to. Beat. That's strength. Pro Man looks back at the jury thinking, Shaggy becomes a hidden powerhouse. He doesn't ruin the game balance. It adds what-if tension, makes his earlier elimination even more impactful. He could have dominated, but chose to play with heart instead. Okay, I want to see Shaggy crashing out now. So, someone casually breaks his breaking point, which is pencil and rouge, since they both were on his case anyways. I want to see Shaggy crashing out now, cause I want to laugh today. So I want to get a good laugh out. So I'm just gonna do it real quick. I want to see Shaggy crashing out because I didn't even laugh in the last one. So I want to get a good laugh out today. Hopefully it lets me. This is probably going to be the longest video because of that. I don't know how long it's going to be, but whatever. If it'll let me. But based on ChatGPT's lag, it probably won't. If it'll ever load. Holy. This video is probably gonna be the longest just because of that. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. Rouge and Pencil keep pushing it. Yes. Pencil rolls her eyes saying, like Shaggy, your whole nice guy thing, that's why you lost. Rouge smirking says you had a move, you just didn't take it. Shaggy leans back trying to ignore it. Like it's whatever, guys, but they don't stop. Pencil says no, it's whatever, you literally threw your game away for someone else. Rouge says cute, but this isn't a charity show. Rouge don't care about nobody. She don't care if, you know what, never mind. Rouge don't care about nobody. The line gets crossed. If you actually want to win, you would have played smarter instead of acting like. She pauses, then shrugs. A joke. Silence, everything stops. Oswald looks over immediately, low saying pencil, but it's too late. Shaggy snaps eternal first. Yes, this is the scene that I was waiting on. Finally, I want to see Pencil break into a million pieces. Pencil, you are literally about to get snapped in 20 million different angles. Shaggy slowly sits forward, head slightly lowered. For a second, he says nothing. Then, the shift. The air changes, subtitle, heavy. Shaggy lifts his head. His expression is completely calm, too calm. Quiet. You think I'm a joke. Pencil scoffs but hesitates slightly. Rouge, still confident, says if the shoe fits. Rouge, you have no idea what you're about to get yourself into. Shaggy is going to send you to North Korea. Ultra Instinct almost released. Tom feels like his slow background noise fades. Movements sharpen and every detail becomes clear. You know, Miles, or whatever his name is. Clear. A nearby object slips off the table again, but before it drops, Shaggy catches it instantly without looking. This time, people notice. Millie says, how did he? Knuckles says, huh. Even Rouge narrows her eyes now. Shaggy stands up. You already know that's bad. Not aggressive, not explosive, just present. Shaggy, calm, controlled, but intense. I didn't lose because I'm weak. B. I lost because I chose not to play like that. I don't even play like that. I don't even play. Shaggy really said, I don't really play like that. I don't really play like that. And I respect him for that. He gestures slightly towards the chaos, the arguments, like tearing people down, stepping on them. That's not me. Stepping on them? Dang! Treating them like ants. He really said that. Directed at Pencil and Rouge, and if that makes me a joke to you, he shrugs slightly. I'm good with that. It feels like something bigger is about to happen, then it's gone just like that. Everyone is quiet, no yelling, no arguing, even Pencil doesn't have a comeback ready. Rouge crosses her arms, but she's clearly thinking now. Oswald steps in saying you made the right choice. Shaggy glances at him with a small nod. Shaggy lighter tone says, "Thanks, man." And then Pro Man widened eyes, "That felt different." Shadow quietly says, "That was holding him back." Pro Man looks back at Shaggy with a new kind of respect. Shaggy's powers are now noticed but not understood. He proves strength without hurting anyone. Pencil and Rouge get checked without a fight. Oswald and Shaggy's bond strengthens. Pro Man learns strength isn't just winning, it's choosing who you are under pressure. And that's it. So, this was just an eliminated contestants episode. Anyway, the next challenge will take place in episode 27. So stay tuned for that.